Willow Nightingale. Can we talk about? I think she is my
She's great.
favorite. Give her $1 million
great.
bucks.
Yeah.
I love her. I think she's as like genuine of like a likable baby face as Bianca Belair is.
Everyone says that she is that inside and out of
Mhm.
the ring. So that sounds like a baby face to me.
Yeah. Who
yeah.
are your standouts of these shows that you saw? Let's go around and maybe pick, like, if you have watched any of these people, or just anybody coming up that you have seen and know where.
Yeah, let's keep it open ended.
Yeah.
Well, I want to give Willow definitely, but I want to give a big shout out to ASF. He was on the Lucha show, and every time he is on one of these cards, he steals the show with some crazy flippy shit. And I say flippy shit as a point of love. I love flippy shit. Flippy shit is my favorite. And
Chris Jericho tweeted about him.
Yes, he always has ridiculously innovative spots. I feel like the Lucha guy stole the show at the Hammerstein show.
Yeah, that match was awesome.
Yeah, and he was the highlight of that, and then he was the highlight of the Lucha Game Changer show this past weekend too. He did this crazy spot where you know how they do the tilt-a-whirl or whatever into like a bulldog. So he did a tilt-a-whirl from one guy to a second guy to a third guy, and then did a head scissors. It was the most ridiculous thing, and it worked, and it was great. This guy's going to be really, really big as soon as people see him.
Yeah. Darren, anybody that you're excited about? I know you've had a busy weekend, but
I didn't watch any. I only watched WWE.
Colette, how about you?
Yeah. Madcap. Should I say Madcap Moss?
the Andrew the Giant.
Yeah. Congratulations to Madcap Moss. Yeah. I can say that, like, of things that I'm looking forward to seeing when I have a chance to, because I have, it was busy last week. I have a busy week coming up. So I don't know what wrestling I'll see that's not NWO Wolfpack related. That seems to be what I'm up to these days. But I want to see Speedball Mike Bailey's stuff. I've heard nothing but incredible things about all like 19 matches he apparently had over a 5-day stretch. I wanted to see Minoru Suzuki's stuff because it looks really weird. And I thought it was great that he celebrated by drinking a Natty Light.
Partying with every kid like Hillbilly Jim at all the shows.
Yeah. I want to see Biff Busick stuff too, because I've heard that this, like, Biff had kind of like a reawakening at like Beyond, like his first show back from WWE, but I hear that this was like really kind of him like staking his claim as one of the best on the independents, which he was when he left. So I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, I think the best stuff that happened this WrestleMania was Stephanie McMahon apparently being in the same hotel as the GCW people, taking pictures with all of them. Like, that made no sense to me, but and yeah, I don't know. It feels like a really weird week where like everything got smushed together. Like WWE did all of their stuff that they usually take a whole week to do in like 4 days. But like, I'm sure that there's a lot of gems out there that are waiting to be watched, and I'm looking forward to finding them.
Yeah. How about Vin? Any
I'll throw some names out there. Like we were just saying, Willow Nightingale, I've been a big fan of for a little while now. Trish Adora, great, obviously, so the Pan-African Diaspora champion.
She give her all the money too.
Give her all the money. Wheeler Yuta, we were just talking a little bit
that's who
about.
I was going to say. Wheeler Yuta continues to impress me.
Yeah, he's definitely like on the rise. I hope they do more of him. I was hoping they would do more of him in AEW, but now that Tony Khan's got Ring of Honor, I feel like you build him up in Ring of Honor. I think you make him a big star there, and then you transfer him over. The thing is going to happen to a lot of people that they're underutilizing in AEW right now. Also, a really great female tag team is the Sea Stars. I don't know if anyone's. Stars. Ashley Vox and Delmy Exo, they're in MLW right now. And also, I would, last but not least, Darius Carter, who has 4 championships right now. You should go check him out. He's kind of a throwback. He's like a Nick Bockwinkel type. I would say loosely, if you're a fan of MJF, go check out Darius Carter, because he's been doing that act way before MJF, and I think he does it a lot better. He's so into his gimmick of he's better than everyone else. Like, I've asked him before, why don't you sell merchandise? And he's like, because I'm wrestling's richest prize, and you have to come see me. Like, I'm the only, you want a piece of me, you can't wear it, you can't buy it, you have to come and see it. And it's like, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a different speed to him too, which I appreciate. Yeah, but I definitely second Trish Adora. Like, why she's not women's champion in a major promotion, I don't get. She's like a veteran. She's very cool. And also a Ninja Mack. Also,
I love Ninja Mack.
Like, I thought this Ring of Honor show was going to be like a nice little showcase for him, and then he wound up getting squashed by Brian Cage.
I really love Tully Blanchard saying Ninja Mack, though.
Yes. Scotland, anybody you love?
I saw a little bit of the Lucha show, and I saw Drago Kid for the first time, and I liked him. He's a weird looking dude, but I liked him a lot. Of course, Mr. Iguana, you know, I always champion Mr. Iguana. He did the AAA show. Yeah. And the Ring of Honor thing, I really like Lee Moriarty. I want to see more of him. I feel like he was kind of getting lost in AEW, and I don't know if they're going to just move him over to ROH or if he was just there for the super card, but I want to see more of him. I like him a lot.
Yeah. And on that Lucha tip, one of my favorite matches of the weekend, and maybe it's just because I'm a sucker for the Carney shit, but Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Psycho Clown. It was so fun. They did all their things, and it was great.
Psycho Clown's great, man.
Yeah.
It
Dr.
bummed me
Wagner
out
Jr.
at
rules.
the Hammerstein show. Psycho Clown got like such a small response. And I think it might have been because he was like the first one out in that battle royal situation, but it was like all these other people that like wrestle in jeans and shit were getting huge pops. And it's like Psycho Clown's one of the biggest stars on the planet. But people didn't know who he was. It was bumming me out.
That's a really weird thing. Like, I saw his appearance in AIW like earlier this year, maybe late last year, and kind of thought the same, where it was like people had to kind of warm up to him, whereas like, you know, in Mexico, obviously, like if Psycho Clown comes out that curtain, people are going nuts. And I don't know, like maybe that's just kind of the culture of indie wrestling right now, where people don't necessarily know wrestlers from outside unless they've been here for a while. Like or Bandito or Laredo Kid or someone like that would get a huge response.
I feel like also a lot of American fans like know more about Japanese wrestling than they might about like lucha wrestling. And like you're saying, like people that, you know, Psycho Clown hasn't been working the States a lot. So yeah, like you're saying, like that's probably why, but it's such a bummer.
It's weird. And, you know, the perception of Lucha Libre in this country, too, is high flying stuff. And Psycho Clown is a brawler. Like, it's just different. Like, it's something that if you're not used to, you're not used to it.
Also, he wears a Halloween mask. I think that's part of it. And it takes a little to get over.
The Wrestling Club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.